Hello, everybody. How are you? This is Usha. It's Monday, 22nd of January. And today I thought I would come on and talk about the weekend. This weekend was a really lovely weekend. And I'm just inviting a few people in just to see if they'd like to listen in. There's... I'm just inviting people in. It was a really lovely weekend because what we had was a double celebration, and the double celebration was I did a family book launch, and I also did my husband's 60th birthday surprise party. It was actually on the 20th, so obviously I wanted them to be there. Wanted him to be there, and I don't know what I'm saying now because I'm confused with kind of multitasking. So really what I want to say is that we had basically we had a family launch party this weekend, and we had a 60th birthday party for Jay. Jay is my husband, and in the morning he said, "Don't tell anyone that I'm 60. Whatever you do, this is your launch party and it's not my birthday at all." I said, yeah, all right then, we're not going to tell anyone anything. So we woke up and we went to the hall, and the hall was down the road, and it's an amazing hall with beautiful arches and beams and coloured lights, and from the outside you wouldn't even think that there's such a beautiful jewel in amongst the high road in Woodford. And yeah, it's great. Hi, Alex. How are you? And Shivali, hi. How are you? Shivali, audiologist. Hi, Phil. And yeah, I'm just going through what happened last night. In the weekend. I'm fully rested now, but yesterday was a real tough one. The house was a mess, and but what we did was open the cards and open the presents, and I will put some pictures up on Facebook later when I get them, when I get there. Hi Ez, lovely to see you here. I haven't seen you for a little while. Hopefully catch up soon. So this weekend was the family book launch party and my husband's 60th birthday. It was a surprise. So the whole thing was easy. In terms of the surprise birthday, it was easy because my husband is not into social media. So everything that we did and talked about, we did it via social media. And so it was easy because he didn't even know it. And everything that we talked about in the house was to do with the book launch, and all the party food that we bought and the drinks and everything that we bought, it was all to do with the book launch. So he had absolutely no idea, and it was running so well. And then on the day, that's when it became a little bit more difficult, and it had to be more strategically streamlined. All of this was organized by me and Lena, and of course we had a whole team of family helpers who kept it a secret. So thank you to all of you who did that. I'm just trying to adjust this so that my glasses are not reflecting the light. Here you go. Yeah, so on the night it was so funny because Karina Harris made our cakes. One of them was vegan, gluten-free, and obviously dairy-free, and the other one was eggless. So we had two separate cakes, and Karina, I'll tell you more about it, but they were absolutely divine. But anyway, the big cake was in a big cake box, and it was absolutely raining by the time we got there, and I didn't want him to. I thought we were going to go in two separate cars and to keep that bit a secret, but it didn't happen. It didn't work out that way. And best laid plans and all that. And we ended up being in the same car, and he ended up taking his cake inside. And the way that we stopped him from looking inside was because it's quite heavy. Lena said that there's all these. There's loads of women's things in there to go in the toilets, so he said, don't open it. And, him being the respectable man that he is, he said, okay, I won't even look. He didn't look inside, and because otherwise that was the thing that would have given it all away. And his cake table, we had it hidden behind the drapes, and that kept it hit, you know, a secret as well. And we got somebody, we got I think my sister did the bunting on there, you know, the 60. It was a very meager decorated table, but I must say, but it did the trick anyway. So on the day we had about 100 people turn up, which was really quite amazing. And there was lots of people who said that they were going to come but couldn't come because last minute they were ill. And I know there was a bug going around, because I also felt that I wasn't going to be able to talk. My throat was hurting. So we missed those people that weren't there. So sorry about that. But the night went really lovely. You know, we had all the family came together. So my side, Jay's side, and friends came around. My supervisor was there, and obviously Dean was there. Dean, my business coach, and Danny, publisher. And they did an amazing speech, but I'll tell you about that in a minute. So what we had was my DJ, my nephew, who was the DJ, came in, but he was running late. And the catering staff were there, and they helped him to take all of the equipment in. And I was really impressed with the catering staff, because they went over and above. They are the Annapurna catering staff, and I'm going to go into their shop and tell them about this testimonial. They were brilliant. If anyone's thinking of having an event done, I would do it with them. Anyway, so throughout the night we had what did we have? We had a lot of drinks and nibbles at the beginning. Everyone was mingling. It was a real buzz of an atmosphere. And then suddenly we started almost on time. We waited until Danny got there, and then we started the speeches. And I'm telling you, everyone was sat down on the chair, and you could hear pin drop silence, because I think that it's possibly because neither of our families have ever been to a book launch, I think. I might be wrong, but I think that I'm the first one in both the families that's ever written a book. So it was a new thing. It was almost like I was setting a precedence. And, you know, it was quite nerve-wracking, I suppose. And the nice thing is that when we did the speeches, we had me, Jayu, and Lena at the front, you know, and my mum and dad there, and Dean and Danny were we were all on the stage. Now, Jayu, if anyone knows him, he's a man of very few words, and he does not like the limelight. To be honest, I'm a shy person as well, but in terms of what I've done so far, in terms of the Toastmasters and learning about public speaking, that is become part of the work I do, because obviously I've got to take the book out and take it into schools and let people know about the work I'm doing. So Lena started the evening off. She was a wonderful host, actually. She introduced the speakers and then sat down, and then we did the surprise party bit. It was so much fun. So then I did my speech. I talked about, you know, how my story started, you know, how did I start the story, why I wrote the book, and, you know, what I intend to do next with my book. So my story obviously started when Lena was born, and that's how it all started, you know, because the song at the back was the Whitney Houston song playing about, you know, the greatest love of all being, you know, giving your children the beauty they possess inside. That was my starting point. That was the seed that was planted. And then over the years, and over all those years, what I've been doing is developing my own personal development, because it was through being the mother to Lena that I became the person I am myself, you know. And I quoted something from the book. Maybe I should read this out again, because I think it's really important. So it was, through her daughter, a mother sees her own life starting again. So a daughter has a powerful effect on her mother, and how a mother feels about her own life will deeply influence how she relates to her own daughter. And that, you know, that quote actually encompasses how my journey started and how my own inner child was healed through bringing my daughter up, Lena. I'm very proud of her. And then we did the surprise. Oh, and then my mum and dad said a speech. And you know what? I'm going to wait until the video's out, because I'll do a separate video about his speech. And because I'm so proud of, you know, what he said. I think that is a present enough, and I took a copy of his speech as well. It's all in Gujarati, but I will translate it later on. So that'll be a separate video another time. And then we did the surprise. Now, the funny thing was that even before Lena was quite ready to do it, somebody brought the table out, and you could see from the stage, you could see the number 60 on the bunting. So he kind of clocked it, and he thought, oh, what's that number 60? And when the table was brought in, he kind of realized that actually it was for his birthday. So I held on tight. Lena said, quick, close the doors in case he runs out, because that's the kind of thing he does do, and he can do because he does not like attention on him. So anyway, he then Lena said a few words, but I wanted to say some words which I didn't get to say, so I'm going to say them now, and I'm going to play this back to him. What I wanted to say is that, you know, he has helped me throughout my journey. Right when I first began my journey, he was totally against it. He didn't understand it. He didn't know what I was doing, because I was learning about spirituality. I was learning about law of attraction. I was using affirmations all over the place, you know, sticking affirmations all over the walls, everywhere. And he didn't quite understand all of that. He thought it was a bit weird. And, you know, like with everybody, you know, there are always ups and downs with relationships. And I did spend a long time, we both spent a long time working on, you know, making our relationship bond a lot stronger. And that was a long, it was probably about 2 or 3 years that we did that. And we didn't go to a therapist or anything. We did it ourselves. So that helped us strengthen and strengthen our bond, you know, because like I say, I used a lot of positive affirmations. Oh, and one of the things we did was we gave a gift out to all of the under 11-year-olds in the room. And it was a book called, let's see, here it is. It's this one, My Little Book of Positive Affirmations by Alicia Watson. And this is Michelle's daughter, Alicia, who wrote the book. And we gave it out as presents to the young under 11, so that they can use those positive affirmations and develop a habit, because that was the thing that helped me. Saying was that, hi to everybody. I noticed that loads of people are joining in. Sorry, I can't see everybody with this tiny thing. I know that people are coming in, and I will go back and answer any comments or questions if you have any. Please do interact, and yeah, share, send me your likes and loves and emojis. That'd be really lovely to know as well. So what I wanted to say to Jay was that, you know, he has been a rock. He's been my rock, really has. Because throughout the book writing journey, it's been blooming hard. It really has. And like I say, you know, if you're a woman trying to do this on your own without the support of your husband or without the support of your family, it's really hard. It's a lonely process. And for me, Jayu has been, like I say, he's been my rock. He's been there for me. You know, he's taken me places, he's dropped me off, he's carried my suitcases, he's done photocopying for me, he's done some phone calls, all of these things. But more importantly, also, he's kept the household going, because I've been in this room, you know, at my laptop for about 2 years now, and he's been doing the cooking, the cleaning. Lena's helped out. No, Lena's done the cleaning, fair enough. And the shopping. All of these things are being taken over by Lena and Jayu. So I've been able to do what I do. And I wanted to say that on the night, but I didn't, things were moving too fast, and I didn't want to take away his thunder either. So I wanted to say, it was a really lovely weekend. Lovely Saturday. I'm getting so many messages from my family to say how much they enjoyed it, and it makes it all worthwhile. But it's about being the best version of you. Dean reminded me of that today, because sometimes you feel like, was it good enough? What did I do as well as I could have done? I didn't get this acknowledgement. I didn't get this expectation met. And he said, you know what, at the end of the day, Usha, you're there to be the best version of you. That's what we are here on earth to do. We're here to be the best version of ourselves. It doesn't matter what other people say. It doesn't matter what other people think. It's about what you're doing, what good you're doing in the world. But I have had so many people come and tell me how, people from my family, the youngsters, have come back and said how inspired they are from the words that I've spoken, and also the book, So my nieces have read the book and said that they've learned so much from it, and they're going to pass it on to other people. And this is really what it's always been about. It's about sharing what I learned for myself and giving that to other people. And my idea, my intention was actually to share this with other parents. But what's happening is that parents are buying it for their children, so that the children can adopt habits from this. And somebody actually said to me, Dilip said to me, he said, your next book should be How to Transform the Parents. So watch this space. Maybe that could be the next book. So it'd be nice to know what you think. If you came to the party, then, it'd be nice to have a comment. If you didn't get a chance to, I know, and there's no blame here. I know that lots of people wanted to come and couldn't come. Then, you were missed, because I have got a spreadsheet, by the way, of all the people who said they were going to come but weren't able to, but that's okay. So really, I just wanted to say that the evening then went on to, the lovely dancing and food. The food was just amazing. Food, and then dancing, and then mingling more. And it's been a long time since the family has actually been able to come together like that. So I think that was a valuable thing in itself, just bringing people together. And I really, really didn't want the night to end. And it felt like, we had to give the hall back at 11, and, come 11 o'clock, it was a bit like Cinderella having to go back to her pumpkin, or her carriage before it turned into a pumpkin. It felt like that a little bit. I really wanted it to just go on, but hey, good things come to an end, and we could do it again next time. So again, I want to say thank you to all the people that came and helped and were there to support me and guide me and help me and keep it a secret, and we'll do it again. We'll do it again soon. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate all of you. Bye for now, and I will keep you posted on the rest of that through when the pictures come through, and I'll post a few over the weeks. So this second book launch was pretty amazing, just like the first one, which was on the 16th of November. And the next good thing is that I'm going to be doing online courses, and I've got a keynote speech through doing these book launches, and I'll tell you more about that this week. Okay, see you, and thank you so much for joining me now on this live, and I shall keep you posted. Bye for now. Thank you.